Hello, good everyone. Welcome to Mass with Victor. I am still your tutor. Please kindly like, follow, and share my Facebook page to all your friends, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can enjoy my amazing contents. Today, I want us to look at measures of central tendencies. Measures of central tendency. In statistics, when we talk about measures of central tendencies, because of the root word central, we are looking for the central score or central number that can represent the entire number or the entire scores in the distribution. I'm going to explain that very well. As your tutor, for instance, if I have 11 students in my class and I give out a quiz or a test or assignment, at the end of the exercise, I'm expected to have 11 scores. And on the board, I have 11 scores of my students after a particular test. So someone scored 8, 4, and so on and so forth. Now, it doesn't make too much sense if because somebody scored 1, I enter the class and I punish everybody. Does that make sense to you? Of course not. Why? In as much as there is somebody that scored 1, there is also someone that scored what? 10. What this means is that 1 as a particular score out of these scores cannot represent the entire students. Similarly, because somebody scored 10, it doesn't make sense also if I enter the class and I reward everyone because I have a student that scored 10. Why? Because in as much as someone scored 10, there is also somebody that scored 1. So I cannot reward 1 for the score of 10. But if I want to describe the entire students with one particular score, one single score that can be at the center and then describe everyone, I am going to apply any of the known measures of central tendencies to get one score that can represent all the scores. And in maths, we have 3 measures of central tendencies. We have number 1, the mean. Number 2, the median. And number 3, the mode. These are the 3 measures of central tendencies: the mean, the median, and the mode. Each of these measures will give you one score that can represent the entire score. So quickly, I will start with the mean. When we talk about the mean in its basic form, we are talking about adding all the scores and dividing by how many they are, the total number of scores. So when I do that quickly, I have 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 10 plus 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 6 plus 1 plus 6 plus 7. You add all the scores together, you divide with 11 because there are 11 in number. That is the mean. So quickly I will add them together. 8 plus 4 is 12, plus 2 is 14, plus 10 is 24, plus 7 is 31, plus 6 is 37, plus 5 is 42, plus 6 is 48, plus 1 is 49, plus 6 is 55, and plus 7 is 62. So I have 62 over 11. When you add all the scores, you have 62. Then you divide by 11. This will give me 5.63 in 2 decimal places, 5.63. So instead of describing this class with 10, which was the highest score, or describing it with 1, which was the lowest score, I can describe the class with 5.63 because 5.63 is a central score that can effectively represent all the scores in the class. That is the mean, a central score that can represent the entire score. The next measure of central tendency is the median. The median is just picking out the number or the score at the middle of the distribution. But very importantly, before you pick out the one at the middle, you must arrange the scores in order from the smallest score to the highest score, or from the highest score to the smallest score. So quickly I arrange the scores from the smallest to the highest. The smallest score there is 1, and I have 2, I have 4, I have 5, I have 6, 6, 6, then I have 7, I have another 7, I have 8, and I have 10. These are all the scores when they are arranged in order. Remember, there are 11 in number, so to pick out the one at the middle, I will take out 5 from here, take out 5 from here, and I'm left with this at the middle, 6. That means 6 is the central score that can represent the entire score. So 6 is the median, the one at the middle when the scores are arranged. Finally, the last measure of central tendency is the mode. By definition, mode is the one that has the highest frequency. What that means is that mode is the one that occurs the most. So you look at the scores, you can see 8 is just once, 4 is once, 2 is once, 10 is once, 7 is twice, 6 is 3 times, 5 is once, 1 is once. That means mode is 6 because 6 has the highest occurrence. 6 appeared the most, more than any other scores. So by this now, we can describe the entire class with 6 as the mode. It's a central score that can represent every score there. We can also describe the class with 6 as the median, central score that can represent all the scores. We can also describe the class with 5.63 as the mean, central score that can represent all the scores. More often than not, the mean, median, the mode, they always give similar answers. Not necessarily exact, but something similar because each of them is a measure of central tendency. So it's very important in statistics. A single score, a central score that can represent all the scores. So quickly, I'm going to leave you the scores of 7 students in a math test. Quickly find out the mean, the median, and the mode. So out of 7 students, 1 scored 10, 1 scored 8, 1 scored 2, 1 scored 4. I have 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I have 3. These are the scores of 7 students in a test. Quickly find out the central score that can represent all the scores. You can use the mean, you can use the median, you can use the mode. Thank you.